all the questions go to one essential reality, that the decision that we should confront our reality once and for all, and without playing blame game, is a commendable one, is an act of statesmanship by President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We are suffering the consequences of underinvestment in almost everything in our national life, and we have to deal with it at some point or the other. There's never a golden time to deal with it, and this is one such time, and Mr. President had decided to lead the charge so that we deal with it. We need more money to fund our infrastructure. Issues of priority can differ. Yes, we can debate priority, but for a country of 220 million plus, we are not putting enough money in infrastructure as in many areas of our national life. So what do? Do we continue living according to income, or do we do what other countries have done?
East-West Road. When you mentioned or gave details about the breakdown of the big ticket projects under the Renewed Hope Infrastructure Fund, I didn't hear you talk about the East-West Road. I know there's a lot of talk about the coastal road, Lagos to Calabar, which I represent coastal communities. So we are not opposed to that road. My people are not opposed to the construction of that road, even though we are saying that the construction should be concurrent, both from the Calabar end as well as from the Lagos end. But that's another day. So we're not opposed to making provisions for that. The East-West Road started over 20 years ago, as you very well know. So very well know. And before the coastal road, as important as it is, we have had the East-West Road on the front burner, abandoned, for different reasons. So I was asking whether we shouldn't, in this Renewed Hope infrastructure arrangement, make provision for it, you know, so that the hope of our people too can also be renewed. Because last week, it was very embarrassing when we went to Port Harcourt for the Niger Delta Summit, and we found out that 5 hours people couldn't get from Bayelsa to Port Harcourt. That bit, 5 hours they were taken through, including governors who were coming. So I think this should be drawn to Mr. President's attention, and so that it can be accommodated. That's all. Thank you very much.
Vice Chairman and Distinguished
said there's serious concern, especially from our constituents, on the abandoned roads that we all have everywhere. So I'm also concurring with my friends, with my colleagues, in the aspect of completing. You can imagine Abuja to Minna is still not completed. Mokwa, Bida, Lambata, which is one of the most critical, economically critical roads in this country, is the link between the north and south. We are not saying anything about it.
And for those of you that are talking about roads that are already under construction, quite honestly, this particular road I'm talking about is going to be an easy route to anybody going to the north from Lagos, because it's going to reduce the time of traveling between Lagos to Sokoto by about 4 hours.
One important question that was also asked is about the financing the budget. That we have a budget already. What is the situation with the budget performance with the addition of this? But I want to assure you that as far as financing the budget is concerned, we all know that as far as recurrent expenditure is concerned, there have not been any defaults anywhere. The government have put structure in place to finance the capital component of the budget. As at the last count, I'm fully aware that the Capital Development Fund has contained in it about 2 trillion naira, waiting for mobilization and uploading by various MDAs and departments and ministries. So, and releases has equally started for those who have uploaded. So, to allay our fears, government is doing everything right to ensure that the 2024 appropriation bill is funded, and by the time the amended version also comes out, the funding will continue. Having said